Now, the Nigerian Senate has commended the Nigerian Labour Congress for its decision to suspend the nationwide strike enforced on Monday. The Senate promised to give legislative backing to the final agreement reached between federal government and the tripartite committee on the new minimum wage. National Assembly correspondent TVC has details.
The attendance of Tuesday's plenary session witnessed a scanty appearance of lawmakers as there was heavy restriction on access to the National Assembly. This was as a result of the national industrial action imposed by the Nigerian Labour Congress on the ongoing negotiations for a new minimum wage. Citing Order 41 and 51 of the Senate Standing Rules, Senator Dickett Plank attempts to bring the matter up for debate.
The Senate urged the federal government to put measures and modalities in place with a view to nipping in the bud the ugly situation and finally lay to rest the controversy surrounding the national minimum wage matter, as Nigeria cannot afford the huge economic losses occasioned by the industrial action.
However, the Senate opted to rest the debate on the matter following NLC's decision to suspend the industrial action to allow for further negotiations, but permitted a few lawmakers to comment on the matter.
This motion, as good as it is, it has been overtaken by the suspension of the strike, and I feel there's no need to discuss the suspension of the strike having been suspended by the NLC and TVC.
In suggestion to the ongoing negotiation, I don't even know where the negotiation will go, because even if it's negotiated, it is the National Assembly that will now make a law to review this one. This one has expired on the 23rd of April.
We thank them for agreeing to go back to the negotiation table. We urge the federal government to expedite action on negotiations in order to arrive at something that is acceptable, at least acceptable to both parties, or something that is reasonably acceptable to both parties.
Tuesday's plenary in the Senate was convened under quite an unusual circumstance with restricted access within and outside the National Assembly due to the now suspended industrial action called by the NLC. The Senate, however, commended organized labor for its decision to suspend the strike and promised to give legislative backing to the process of enacting a new minimum wage. TVC News, Abuja.